Good afternoon, my fellow warriors of light, and welcome back to Random Game Fridays. Today we are going to start a small little mini-series that'll probably go on for a while of just going through the raids and breaking down the fights as best as my idiot brain can. So, without further ado, let's start this series with the copied factory. Oh, we got a crowd. Alright. So this is the first of the Shadowbringer Alliance Raids. And with the Shadowbringer Raid series, we had the crossover of the near events, starting with Automata, and working our way to Replicant, if I remember right. At the end of it. First boss has pretty simple mechanics that can be a little overwhelming. When you first come here... He has a lot of insides and outside mechanics. These are going to be laser attacks targeted on specific, or ball attacks. And they'll shift back and forth. Getting hit with them just gives you a vuln down. This is just a raid wide, so you're going to heal through it. Next up, the lasers are going to show in the corners. After energy assault, which is a cone attack. And we have one victim. Now, systematic targeting is the one that's going to target individual people. You just want to lead those away from people. And we have a raid wide again. Now, this side strike spin is going to be on his sides. There's an inverse to that. It's called centrifugal spin, which will be down his center line. Systematic airstrike is going to put little guys that go in a pattern around these four quadrants. One on the inner, one on the outer. They're going to drop bombs. And that tank is brave. The second time they come around, they will end up staying around for about twice as long. And we're back to the balls again, and now we're going to get the targeting lasers on people again. Shit, I didn't want to do that. Really should have taken that to the side. The first and the last fight of this are basically single tanks. The second and third, you'll have multi-tank, but it won't really matter. And now we get the airstrike again. This one's going to be longer. So you definitely want to position a bit. Because that outside on the right is definitely going to come over here. And this is just going to be a ring attack, going from in to out to further out. We might not be able to see it because everybody's doing enough damage, but Energy Assault is going to be raid-wide cleaves. Not Energy Assault, the next one about this. Yeah, we're not going to get it. Basically, it would take up a whole 2 quadrants and then fire another 2. Leaving you pretty much 1 quadrant to not be hit with. It's a 1-2 punch mechanic, so you can go after the second or first shot. What are we talking about? Whatever. And when we come down here, just going to be 1 pack of trash. This is the one of 2 packs that exist. Second pack will be after the second boss. If you have your LB2 up, you can usually have your casters arrange. Pull all this crap together. And then we're going to get the extra pack. These little guys are the only ones that really need to be tanked. Everything else is just going to target at random. They're slightly annoying. And I cannot see anything. Alright, now we're gonna head down the slide to our second boss, which is gonna split the group up into 3 platforms. You know, kind of like, oh, what's a good one? Oz from the Heaven's Ward raids. Except this is gonna be automatic. We're in Alliance A. Each platform has a unique mechanic on top of the other mechanics that they share with the other platforms. I'm trying to remember which... yep. We got the Voyeurs. These guys will come up in lines, evens, then odds. That side will have flames go through the circles, and then the outer side. That side will be conveyor belts that go 1 or 2 directions. And aggro really doesn't matter here, so go all out. because this guy's going to hit all 3 tanks at once. The claw in the background is going to do random crap. Either pull up a box or create the rings, which we're going to have right here. And these are going to rotate, so we'll get the donut next. And then we'll have another wedge. And as the fight progresses, these platforms will spin around, basically trading off the mechanics of the claw. And we got the flamethrowers now, so those are going to light up. And this time they're taking out that segment of the room. You can see they got the rings, and they got the box, which we'll have next. As you can see with the box, the tank has to pick up all the adds through their tethers and basically just survive it. Walking ring attack. That's going to go inward. So we should be rotating next to that. Yep. So when the box comes down, it's going to start with the flare mechanic. And then it's up to your tank to pick up all the tethers. And these do have a little bit of a blast, so try to keep them away from everyone. You can accidentally kill people. Laser sight is just your beam stacker. And you just basically reset everything and repeat. We should be getting the voyeurs to activate now. There they go. Evens first. Odds will be second. The next time this procs, you'll have some AoEs on certain players in your party. So you just adjust accordingly. But we have a lot of damage right now, so that's probably not going to happen. Oh, no, I take that back. Voyeurs with the AoEs. And we're getting this again, which probably is going to be ring. Nope, we got flame. So now it's going to do the outsides. You got to stay in. I believe it is possible to do inside and you go out. It's usually you go inside or to one of the sides. And we are almost done with this. Alright, that was boss number 2. Hobbes, or whatever the heck its name was. And heading on to the second trash will be the tank. And after the tank, you get the flying unit. You take both of them on in the same arena, so yeah, there is that. Just a normal walking ring AoE. Donut AoE, sorry. Those guys will just chase targets and then explode. It's usually a pain to not get hit by them, but I believe it's just a vuln down if you do. Wait, how did I turn that off? That was weird. And now this thing. Those are going to be walking circle attacks. So, a good strategy is to try and align them so they all walk in the same line. But you rarely see that. After the room wide, you're going to have a cleave. You should do the walking line attacks one more time. And those are pretty good, because they just walk in that direction. After this, it will jump to one side and do cleave. Just readjust, and should be good. This is the way to the next boss. Anyway. So that big guy in the distance is what we're taking down, you know, from the opening of Nier Automata. We'll start on the far platform. After the ads phase, they'll destroy that and we'll be launched to here, kind of like M7. Alright, who's starting it? Alright, he has 4 mark smashes. One's going to be on the right. Next one's going to be on the left. Those are easy to read, because you just go away from whatever arm. The other 2, he'll raise his arms up, which will be hitting the front platform. If he raises his arms from behind, that'll be where he hits the back half of the platform. These are going to target people with walking AoEs. And hopefully get people to do that right. There we go. That's just a raid wide. We should be seeing his arms raise. This can be a bit of a pain to see sometimes. That's going to be on the back, and then he's going to go down the sides. So the next one, he's going to hit the front, and then go down the middle. So he's bringing his arms back to tell you it's going to be the front. And he's going to go straight down the middle. Energy barrage is just going to be a whole bunch of towers. There is a beam attack to screw with the center towers, but you can just wait outside till it's over. We should be getting close to phase transition. You're going to have 3 adds, 1 on each triangle quadrant. Don't worry about the little guys. They'll be taken care of in a second. Keep the big guys separated. And try to keep them away for the cleave. And obviously you don't want to get to full charge because that's going to be a full wipe. He'll do 1 attack off the charge. And then he's going to do a flare in the center after he submerges. And this is where we're going to get knocked to the other platform. So you want to be as far back on the edge as possible. If you're too far in, you'll get destroyed by the flare. Or you'll just not even make the jump. Now, we're on Mark's activation. So we're going to have 2 things on the sides. And they'll attack 1/3 of the platform. They'll either start from the back and work their way forward, or they'll start at the front and work their way backwards. Once they go through the middle, you can adjust to wherever they were. And we got walking AoEs again. I have no idea where you're taking that one. The raid wide. I lost a healer, crap. Oh, B just got destroyed. And we're back to the arm cleave attacks that are going to take off that left side. So the next one coming up will probably be the right side. Nope, we're doing the back outsides. So that's going to hit the back. He's going to go down both sides. Saturation bombing is going to take out the back half, which is going to lead to the next mechanic, where he puts both arms on the edges. And they're going to come in and try to crush everybody. So just burn them down. They will advance slowly. Like that. Wow, B is still recovering. Yeah, LB3 can burn whenever. Alright, this is going to be front and center. And those fires are in such a given spot. We should have this. No, we got one more arm tech on that side. Then we'll have the stackers. Or towers, I mean. And here comes the towers. Alright, we can switch this off. Holy crap, y'all put that close. Be careful at the end of the fight. Like you just saw, you can fall before that's fully formed. And now we get to deal with the last boss. There are no more ads. And here's putting money on somebody pulling early. What a shock. We're going to start out with the Tank Buster. Next up will be the Raid-wide Laser Saturation. Laser Turret is just a frontal beam. Shit. So you're going to have target AoEs and AoEs on the ground. For Hind is going to be the front and back quarters. Then you're going to switch over to dual flank, so it's going to be the left-right quarters. Next, we're going to have Mark's activation, support, whatever. And 3 of the arms are going to come up. What they're going to do is drop an AoE on 3 of the 4, or 2 of the 4 quadrants. It becomes 3 in the second half of the fight. And they got a bit of a distance on them, so be very careful with that. Raid wide again. Alright, phase transition. He's going to come from one of 4 sides and do 3 line attacks covering the entire room. You can tell which side he's coming on because 2B will go to the opposite. And you just avoid those as they walk across. So 2B went over there, so he's coming from this side. In the second transition, he'll do 3 of those. These are just 1-2 attacks. So you can adjust to the square that you literally got hit, or follow the pattern, whichever's easier for you. Who's the other one? FM. Alright, I don't see anything over here. He's going to drop 2 tanks, go and Vuln. The tanks need to be tanked away because they have beam attacks. Not sure why you love being in front of that, but okay. Once they're both down, he'll target 1 to do a massive AoE. And you'll hide behind the other tank for that. There is basically no mitting that. Dual flax is your left-right quarters. Alright, and now comes add phase. 3 adds just like before. You don't want them to be close to each other, so this is good. They will do some weird mechanics here and there, but they're basically just like the first boss. And obviously you don't want the hacky meter to reach 100, otherwise it's a wipe. And now you basically just repeat, but some of the mechanics have more additions, like the arms when they show up. So this is going to do 3 cycles. One, 2, 3, 4 hind is your front back. Laser saturation is a raid wide, and burn LB3 whenever you want. Mother. Wow. Well, that was supposed to be the end of the fight. Never mind, that is the end of the fight. All right. So that's copied factory. First wing of the Shadowbringers raids. You can have it. There is a lot of good glam that people like here. But anyway, yeah, we're gonna call it with that. And next month we will have the next raid, which I believe is Puppet's Bunker. Yep. So that'll be the next one on this mini-series docket, and we'll see how it goes from there. And that literally took an entire Azerian day. But anyway, we're going to call it there. So, as always, thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time.